National Athletic Training Month is held every March in order to spread awareness about the work of athletic trainers. Concordia, Wisconsin's athletic trainers and educators provide a level of care that is superb, and students are gaining knowledge in the classroom to prepare them for an invaluable career upon graduating.
We are a liaison between an injury on the field or the court or the rink and a multitude of clinicians in the community. So I think what a lot of people don't realize is that we work firsthand and help our student athletes coordinate care between not only orthopedic surgeons, but primary care physicians and ENTs and any kind of specialist or healthcare provider that our athletes need. We're a part of that process, and we're kind of the bridge that gaps that from whatever happens, playing athletics or if it's a general medical condition. We're part of the entire healthcare team.
Athletic trainers are more than taping ankles and filling up water bottles. They provide a level of care to not only student athletes, but countless people across a wide spectrum in the professional world. They are an integral part of the healthcare team.
There's a few misconceptions. A lot of people still get it confused with a personal trainer. Although we do have knowledge in weight training, it's not our sole, duty. And I'd say the other biggest misconception is, we tape ankles, we fill water bottles. It is so much more than that. That might, if someone isn't hurt and they don't have to deal with us, that might be all they see of us. They might just come in here and get their ankle taped, go out, they see us handing out water at the sidelines. The biggest part of the profession is once someone gets hurt, we can really be a start to finish profession. We can see that injury out in the field, take care of it out there, and then we'll bring you in here, and we can, like at Concordia especially, we have the resources here to fully rehabilitate injuries on site without the need for referral out to another practitioner.
Athletic trainers are specifically trained to help diagnose, treat, and prevent injuries in various settings. They are trained to provide a level of on-site care that athletes come to rely on.
We were there when the injury happened a lot of times, and you can't put a price on that information. We see the mechanism of the injury. We know the athlete. A lot of times if you just have the information, I injured my ankle a week ago, if that's all that you have as a physician coming in versus, this athlete sustained an inversion ankle sprain. I know the history of that ankle. I know the history of the athlete. I know the athlete's pain tolerance. And just having that inside, firsthand information about the individual and the condition at hand, you can't put a price on.
Athletic trainers work behind the scenes and are generally noticed only when an injury happens. However, they are a crucial member of the team, and they are part of the special moments throughout a season.
Like being on the sidelines during the game is fun, and also seeing the people you help get better and perform at their highest level, I would say is the most rewarding thing for me.
Winning. It's always my simple one-word answer, but honestly, winning is the most fun, but also just the relationships that I build with colleagues, coaches, but also the student athletes.
The education and certification an athletic trainer must obtain is rigorous, and Concordia, Wisconsin provides a complete and in-depth education to students so they graduate in 5 years with a master's degree.
We've transitioned from a bachelor's degree to a master's degree, and now we're going to be transitioning our program again in fall of 2020 to adapt to new accreditation standards. And it's a lot of work, but I think every step of the way we've improved our program. I think we elevated our curriculum to a level that we haven't done before here, so our students are getting education above and beyond what's expected, if you will, at the minimum, and our students are excelling in the workplace. We're seeing our students be employed very quickly, and then those employers coming back to us telling us how much more prepared our graduates are.
Athletic training students at Concordia, Wisconsin are exposed to a wide variety of internships and clinical opportunities not seen at other education programs in the area.
You do still work with athletes. We term them tactical athletes, and you will work with a very, very expansive age range. We have our cadets and recruits who can sometimes be between the ages of 18 and 22, and then you also have guys who are thinking about retirement and who are 55, 60 years old. Treatment goals a lot differ because you're not just trying to get them back to play, you're getting them back to their job, their livelihood. And especially with those older populations, they want to know how they can better their life into retirement. You might not have, a whole year to just treat them. They might be retiring in 3 months, and you gotta give them the resources to better their life in the future.
Concordia, Wisconsin's athletic training room and educational program are supported to the fullest extent with resources that make all athletic trainers, educators, and students provide the best possible care to the student athlete.
We are truly blessed here with the resources and the staff and the faculty, and I think too the variety of sports. So our students are getting on-site exposure to 28, 30 different programs, and then we're in a metropolitan area, so their resources for their outside clinical rotations here are endless in terms of Milwaukee Ballet, Milwaukee Fire Department, high schools, other colleges, Division I schools right down the road. So the opportunities that they have just by being here are incredible.
The future of the healthcare profession is constantly changing, and athletic training and its members are evolving to that demand. While working with athletes will be a constant, assisting those in other occupations is rising.
So our emerging settings are growing rapidly, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. We haven't seen in the past the stronghold that we have in some of those settings. So I'm hoping it continues to grow. I'm hoping that in fire and police and public works and military and then office settings, clinic settings, we can continue to grow and expand in those settings. But then also still we can't forget about the college, the high school, the professional setting and all the layers that brings. We need to reach out to more high schools. We need to be present in more intercollegiate, interscholastic activities.
Concordia, Wisconsin's athletic training program is set up so students from day one begin gaining knowledge and hands-on experience to prepare them for a future as a certified athletic trainer.
Don't be afraid to ask questions and don't be shy, especially when you're in the clinic. I know coming in my second year, you feel like you don't know anything and you're sitting there watching these fifth and fourth year students perform, and that's quite frankly because you don't know anything yet. That's not a bad thing. You are here to learn, and those around you are here to help foster that learning experience.
Same thing Sam said, ask a lot of questions. That's the same thing that I tell my young staff or our graduate assistants is I'd rather answer 100 questions a day than have you try to navigate something on your own or blindly go through something and then learn in hindsight. So asking a lot of questions is the best way to learn and the best way to become the most knowledgeable and proficient.